Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Chemistry with Wikipedia. Today I will be doing a tutorial on speed and energy of light. So we'll be using the values of atomic energy from our formula sheet to solve problems involving the energy of light, of photons. All right, so let's get started. Here we have the chart that is on your formula sheet for atomic energy under the atomic energy heading. We have C is equal to lambda V. C is the speed of light, lambda is wavelength, and V is frequency. So the speed of light is equal to wavelength times frequency. Wavelength must always be in meters, and frequency is always in hertz, Hz. We also have here energy is equal to H times V, or energy is equal to H times C over lambda. So for here, we can use either energy equation. The H value is this constant. So H is given to us here, 6.626 times 10 to the negative 34, and then joules times seconds is just the unit. The H is the same for both of these. Which one you use depends on what information you're given. If you're given V, the frequency, then we use E is equal to H times V. We multiply H by whatever frequency we're given, and then that is what our energy value would be. If we're not given frequency and we're given wavelength, then we use this equation here. This is just this equation substituted in here to solve for lambda, in case you're wondering where it came from. But essentially here what we're doing is we're multiplying H times the speed of light, which is here, 3 times 10 to the 8th meters per second, and then we divide by wavelength. So if we're given wavelength, we use this equation. If we are not given wavelength, we're given frequency, then we use this equation here. If wavelength is not in meters, then we use our SI conversions to convert from whatever unit we're given to meters. All right, let's look at some examples here. So number 1 says, what is the frequency of radio waves that are 0.0257 meters long? All right, so the information that we're given here is that the wavelength is equal to 0.0257 meters, and we're trying to find the frequency. All right, so if we look at our equation, if we're looking to go from wavelength to frequency, the only equation we have that does that is this equation here. C is equal to wavelength times frequency. So if I'm solving for V, I divide both sides by wavelength, and I get V is equal to C divided by lambda. All right, so here I just plug in. C is 3 times 10 to the 8th meters per second. And the wavelength is in meters, so that's good, 257 meters. If our wavelength is not in meters, then we have to convert it into meters before we can plug into this equation. So when I do this math, I want to put this into my calculator. So I'm going to do parentheses 3 times 10 to the 8th, close parentheses, divided by 0.0527, enter. And I get 1.167 times 10 to the 10 hertz. So I need to put this in correct significant figures. There's 3 sig figs here, so 1, 2, 3 sig figs means that this is going to be 1.17 times 10 to the 10 hertz, and that is my value for V. Okay, let's do a couple more. Number 2 says find the frequency of blue light that has a wavelength of 348 nanometers. All right, so here again we're given wavelength, and it's 348 nanometers, and we're trying to find frequency again. So the first thing that we see here is that our wavelength is in nanometers, not in meters. So I'm going to do 348 nanometers. And then if I look at my chart from my periodic table, our SI prefix conversions, NM is nano, so nanometer. So 10 to the 9th nanometers is 1 meter. So since I have nanometers in the denominator, I put nanometers there. And I put meters on top. So 10 to the 9 nanometers is equal to 1 meter. So when I do this, I get 3.48 times 10 to the negative 7 meters. All right. So now that my wavelength value is in meters, I can continue on with my problem. So I'm looking here for frequency. Again, I have only one equation that gives me both wavelength and frequency. it's the c is equal to lambda v. So again, solving for v, I divide both sides by wavelength, and I get v is equal to c over the wavelength. The value of c is always 3 times 10 to the 8th meters, and the value of my wavelength is 3.48 times 10 to the negative 7 meters. All right, so let's put this into the calculator. So I do parentheses, 3 times 10 to the 8th, close parentheses, divided by 3.48 times 10 to the negative 7, close parentheses, and I get 8.6206, 89655, and then I have to remember to look at the end of my value here, and I can see that it's times 10 to the 14th. So I do 8.62 times 10 to the 14 hertz. Check my sig figs. This is 3 sig figs, and this is 3 sig figs, so my answer is good here. Let's do some more. This says to find the wavelength of light that has a frequency of 1.5 times 10 to the 15 hertz. This time the information we're given is frequency 1.5 times 10 to the 15 hertz, and it's asking us to find the wavelength, lambda. So again, we only have one equation that relates those two. C is equal to lambda v. This time we're solving for lambda, so we'll divide both sides by v, and we get that wavelength is equal to c divided by frequency. C is 3 times 10 to the 8th meters per second, and v is 1.5 times 10 to the 15 hertz. So we'll put this into the calculator. 3 times 10 to the 8th divided by 1.5 times 10 to the 15th, and I get 2 times 10 to the negative 7. And since this is wavelength, my unit is meters. Okay, check sig figs. When I look at sig figs for anything that's in scientific notation, I only look at the numerical value here. This times 10 to the 15th doesn't do anything for my sig figs. So this is 2 sig figs. My answer only has one significant figure, so to fix that, I can just put zeros behind the decimal place. So 2.0 times 10 to the negative 7 meters has 2 significant figures. Rockin' and rollin'. This is asking us what is the energy of infrared light that has a wavelength of 2.3 times 10 to the negative 4 meters. So here we're given wavelength, and we're asked to find here energy, E. I'm given wavelength. Wavelength is in meters, so I don't need to do any preliminary calculations here. The meters just stay meters. So I look to see what equation I have that has both wavelength and energy, and I see here that it is this equation here. E is equal to h times c divided by wavelength. So the h value is given to me here, 6.626 times 10 to the negative 34 joule seconds. And then c is 3 times 10 to the 8th meters per second. And then I divide by the wavelength, which is 2.3 times 10 to the negative 4 meters. So we can put all of this into the calculator at the same time. So we'll do parentheses 6.626 times 10 to the negative 34 times, and we don't really need to put that times there, so we can just do another parentheses, 3 times 10 to the 8th. And then I'm going to divide that and put the bottom in parentheses, 2.3 times 10 to the negative 4. All right? So when I do this, I get 8.6426 times 10 to the negative 22nd. And the unit for energy is always J for joules. So if I look at my significant figures, this is 2 sig figs. So this will be 8.6 times 10 to the negative 22nd joules is equal to my energy. Let's do a couple more. Find the frequency of television waves that have a wavelength of 0.0037 meters. All right, so I am given here wavelength again, 0.0037, and I'm in meters, so I don't need to do any calculations, and then I'm asked to find frequency. So again, I'm going to use C is equal to lambda V, and then since I'm solving for V, I'll divide both sides by lambda. So V is equal to C over lambda, 3 times 10 to the 8th meters per second, and 0.0037 meters. All right. By now, you have hopefully successfully figured out how to plug scientific notation into the calculator. If not, I'll direct you to the scientific notation video. But for now, I'm just going to do this math and say that this is equal to 8.108 times 10 to the 10 hertz. Sig figs, zeros in the front are never significant, so I just have 0.37. So this is 2 sig figs. 1, 2. So this is 8.1 times 10 to the 10 hertz is equal to the frequency. Next up, here we are given a frequency of 5.34 times 10 to the 6th hertz, and I'm asked to find wavelength. Again, C is equal to lambda V. This time, since I'm solving for wavelength, I'll divide both sides by frequency. And I get wavelength is equal to C over V. C is 3 times 10 to the 8th, and the frequency up here is 5.34 times 10 to the 6th. All right, so when I put this into my calculator, I get 56.1798 meters. So this is 3 sig figs. 1, 2, 3. That 7 means I round up. So this is 56.2 meters is equal to wavelength. All right. Next, it says, what is the energy of light that has a frequency of 6.45 times 10 to the 33rd hertz? Here I'm given frequency, V, and I am asked to find energy, E. So I'm looking for an equation that has both V and E. So that's going to be the second equation here. E is equal to H times V. H is 6.626 times 10 to the negative 34, and V is 6.45 times 10 to the 33rd hertz. So when we do this math, we get that E is equal to 4.27377 joules, and we have 3 sig figs here, and 1, 2, 3 sig figs here. So this would be 4.27 joules is our value for energy. All right, last one. This says, what is the energy of a photon of UV light that has a wavelength of 83 nanometers? All right, so I'm given here wavelength is 83 nanometers, and I am asked to find energy. So I notice here that I am given nanometers. I need my wavelength to be in meters, so I'm going to have to use my conversion again. 83 nanometers times 10 to the 9 nanometers is 1 meter. And when I do this, I get 8.3 times 10 to the negative 8 meters. So now I can find the correct equation. I need something that has both E and lambda. So that's going to be this equation here. E is equal to HC over lambda. H is 6.626 times 10 to the negative 34. C is 3 times 10 to the 8th. And wavelength is 8.3 times 10 to the negative 8 meters. We'll put all of this into the calculator and we get 2.3949 times 10 to the negative 18 joules for my energy. 83 is 2 significant figures, so 1, 2. That 9 means I round that 2 up to a 4. So the energy is equal to 2.4 times 10 to the negative 18 joules. And that is that. This has been another episode of Chemistry with Wikipedia Tutorial Edition. I hope you learned something, and until next time, keep on chemin'.